Even when the weather is cloudy and dreary, Exeter's downtown feels charming and welcoming. At the busy corner of Water and Center Streets, you'll find 3 women-owned businesses, each highlighting their creativity. Alisa Waters is an accomplished artist. Her Exeter shop is filled with her colorful illustrated gifts inspired by nature and wildlife.
My work is bright and colorful. I can't help that. I love color. I'm known for my bird paintings the most, but I paint a lot of coastal scenes and everyday life, I like to call it.
Alisa opened Art by Alisa in 2023. Her colorful scenery is tied to New England's 4 seasons. She finds inspiration everywhere.
Whatever inspires me on my travels, even everyday life or vacation, but vacation's always where I get a lot of inspiration. I started with cards, prints, and then calendars were probably my next product.
Ornaments, towels, coasters, just to name a few. If you need a gift idea, Alisa's shop is the perfect place. Alisa designs, produces, and ships everything from her Water Street studio. Once she prints an image, she uses a heat presser to transfer the picture.
Basically pulls the image from the paper and moves it to the final product on a heat press.
If you can't make it to Exeter, you can buy products directly from her website. Plus, Alisa sells her work to other shops around the world, even in Japan.
Ideally, what I've always done is I paint whatever I want to paint all throughout the year, and then I pluck the images that make sense for products, and I use them in my product line. That being said, I now have a 2-year-old, so I don't get as much time to paint.
Next door is White Wave Photography, where owner Jenny Bishop creates memories.
I really like creating things that people are going to have forever and capturing the moments that are not the everyday per se, but the really big milestones, like a new baby or senior portraits, those big moments that you just, as a mom, you want to like hold on to.
For new moms or moms-to-be, coming to Jenny's studio is as close to a spa day as it gets.
When they get their hair and makeup done, if it's a newborn session, they always come here, and mom comes in, I tell her she can come in her pajamas. And she gets all dolled up right where you're sitting, and then I'm in the back over here photographing their baby while she's getting ready.
Hair, makeup, and wardrobe for mom and baby.
So my favorite is the baby stuff. Oh, look. We have all the bows and all the different dresses, and this is my girl section. And then we have in here all the different wraps and bows and sweaters.
Jenny does far more than point and shoot. Using a computer program, she can help clients decide where to place their finished portraits inside their home. And yes, she delivers and will hang it herself.
And we get into the nitty-gritty of like, okay, what are the colors in your house? Do you have other frames on the walls? Do we want to match? Do we want to complement? So I am not an interior designer, but I play one on TV.
Being a mom of 3, Jenny knows how busy and overwhelming that first year can be. She offers her new moms and dads a special package where she chronicles the newborn's first year.
It's 3 to 4 sessions within that first year, from maternity all the way through when they're starting to walk, and capturing those because babies change the most in the first year.
Jenny and Alisa moved into the building at about the same time. They connected over their love of art and have built a supportive friendship.
It's nice to be reminded, like, Jenny, you're an artist too. And I was like, yes, I am. And people commission me for everything. So it's helped me to see my work in a different light, which is fun.
Artist Lauren Hutton's work is full of light and color.
I would say that I'm a colorist, and I want to work more and have my painting be more luminescent. Right now, I'm influenced by nature and using nature as a vehicle towards abstraction.
Lauren mixes sand and other elements to add texture and richness to her work. Her favorites are skyscapes and sandscapes, as she calls them. She often paints after snapping a quick picture during her travels.
It's called Southward Bound, and it's from a photograph I took from the plane heading south from Logan.
Lauren's work has changed and thrived over the years. She can trace her love of art back to childhood. She drew this picture when she was 8 years old, a keepsake her mother kept for decades.
I found it in her files after she passed. Yeah, so I had never seen it before.
Lauren's work is always evolving. Her goal is to create a happy space for her customers.
It's nice if it can give some sort of magic to the viewer.
These three women happened to open their businesses side by side in Exeter. They started out as strangers, but now they're friends who help each other balance work and family life.
It's been so fun to be next door to two other women entrepreneurs that are artists. I mean, it's inspiring. And also two moms, like we're all moms and we're all in different phases of that journey. And it's just a gift to have the support.